So today I have some banded bench, just easy 3 sets of 5. And I want to talk about why you might use banded bench in your training. So I think probably the number one reason why you might want to consider a banded bench in your training is if your shoulders are hurting in the bottom position. Great way to use enough load to where it still challenges the entire range of motion, but it'll in fact be lighter on your chest. So if you're having some shoulder discomfort, some pec discomfort, it can sort of be a workaround for that. So in the case of working around injury or discomfort, you can think of it as deloading the bottom position of the movement, or in the case of being healthy, you can think of it as overloading the top. Maybe you're using a weight that would be appropriate for the bottom portion of the movement, sufficiently challenging. You add the bands, it'll make the top of the movement more difficult. So a third reason why I think you might consider benching against bands is if you feel like you have a problem driving all the way through the lift, because the bands will punish you if not, because as the weight gets heavier as you go up, you have to just drive with all your force, even when the weight is light. So if you're unsure if any of those things apply to you, I think the best thing to do, honestly, is if you're curious about it, just run banded bench for a block or two and see how that carries over to your competition lift. Do you notice certain specific positional improvements? Do you notice ability to better drive from the chest all the way through lockout? Or is your bench just getting better? If none of those things are happening, then you probably don't need it. But if you enjoy it, then go for it anyway.